The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
There we go. All right, Keisha Anderson versus LaToya.
I'm here.
Thank you, Miss. Anyone here for Keisha Anderson? All right, not hearing any announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. The plaintiff is not here, so I'm going to let you choose what date that case will be heard on. What date and time? We've got November 17th and November 8th. Last call for Keisha Anderson. 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 All right, not hearing any announcement for Miss Anderson.
Man, Jalen. Man, Jalen.
Good morning. 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 I only came over the mommies with y'all, so it's always an experience. I only come over the mommies with y'all, so it's always an experience. Y'all, why did someone say in the comments that yesterday I just wanted to show off my edges? I died. It was so funny. I was like, you guys are so funny. I was not showing off my edges. I have a long history of edges, so I don't necessarily have to show them. And I know that that was meant in a good way, but and because of that, I did link. Let me go to the live. Let me pin my edge control of choice. Okay, because I do have a favorite. I do slick them down, brush them down, manage them, all of the things. Girl, yes, I do. Let me pin you my faves. This is my fave edge control, period. It should be, I'm using that technology. YouTube has given us all kinds of little fun stuff to play with. So right now you should be seeing my favorite edge control. If you're not familiar with it, it is the Tracy Ellis Ross. I just came out the box messy this morning. It's the Tracy Ellis Ross edge control. Okay. Along with some other products that I love, along with the Edge tool. Okay. There is a tool that I love. Can I pin two things or can I just pin one? I just pinned it right now. That is the Edge tool. That is like it is the Lamborghini of Edge tools, right there in the chat. So if you are edge challenge, like you want a really good edge control, you need a really good edge brush. I wouldn't be doing my job on this social media if I was not sharing, because that's how you keep social media social. Okay, we are all about keeping it social. Ooh, look at my little thing up here. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. It was on some Nesto. I had to fix that. Anyway, moving in silence. What's going on? Guys, I was so tired yesterday. I thought about sending y'all a note on the community post, but y'all, I was exhausted. I was mentally exhausted. The dogs drove me crazy yesterday. We had a sports team meeting. What else happened? Oh God. My sister called me. We had to handle some business over the phone. And then my husband was literally sitting at the dinner table. I was like, "Are you waiting for food?" Like, I was, I was like, "Are you like?" He only sits in that chair when he's ready to eat. So he was sitting at the head of the dining room table. The other day, I was watching Phone Calls from Prison. Girl, he came and sat at the kitchen table and was sitting there looking at me. I was at the center island, and I was like, "Are you hungry?" Like, I was like, Because sometimes in the summer he comes home and he doesn't really, he's like, oh, he'll be good with whatever, right? Sir wanted his food. Okay. He sat at the table. I was like, what are you sitting there for? And he just looked at me like, girl, I got in there. I had to get that sponge out, scrub my little favorite pan, and commence to chopping and sauteing and what working that stove. Okay. So let me tell you something. Ma'am was like, and then so when I picked up Farah from her sports, there was a parent meeting. We had to sign, of course, we had to sign some forms. They let us know when the meets are. And that they'll need they'll need parents to help. And what else? Just stuff, right? And then Farah wanted some Sam's. I introduced her to Sam's Pizza. So she was like, "Can we go to Sam's and get a slice of pizza and a icy?" And I was like, "Well, I got to get eggs." So I ended up doing a little bit of shopping. Fortunately, I got the eggs because I needed that. Anyway, we did a little bit of shopping and I had to get, some groceries and got home. I was on the phone with my sister for an hour, got off the phone with my sister, and then my husband was sitting at the table waiting for food, made him some food. And what did I do next? I don't even remember. I think I got on the computer for a minute. Oh, I was listening to Grown Woman Vibes. I was listening. I think when I checked in, any of you guys who were in that live last night, I checked in for like literally a second. I was just listening because I was doing some stuff on the computer. And I took my behind to bed. I was tired. So I was just, yeah, girl. Babe, your dinner's ready. It was on some SV. It was, babe, your dinner's ready. So I had it was a very much of a full day, and I was a little bit stressed because you guys know I did the midday yesterday on Tasha K, and it was so much fun. But reading, like they send you the info, like some of the things I had to, I had to keep the show order, right? And then there were certain things I had to talk about, like Tasha K live on stage. If any of you guys do live in the Charlotte area, she is coming in May. So I will definitely be there. So any of you guys who are planning to go and you are in this area, join me. And maybe we can do our own table. I don't know what the situation is like tables. Is it just seating? I could always call and find out, but maybe we can do a bougie gang table if folk want to show up. So I will, when I get more information, I will try to find out some information about this particular venue and how it works. But yes, okay. So girl, look, we saw Gina Janine buy some edges, and what a flop that was. If you don't have edges, just do a style that doesn't require edges and leave your edges alone. Take your vitamins and pray. Just take good care of your hair. Some people, it's not, there's situations why people don't have it medically, and we're not talking about that. And we're certainly not making fun of that. And I'm also not talking to you or about you. I'm talking specifically about me, and also a few others. Anyway, but yeah, girl, if I ever did not feel like I was needed, I would need to smack myself 3 times because clearly sis is needed. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm glad my family relies on me for a lot cuz I think sometimes women struggle when their kids get to be a certain age and they don't need them anymore. Or or you're in a relationship and they don't want you anymore. So I'm okay with being busy in the house, that they need me. Anyway, guys, we have 174. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't think I'm early at all. I think it's almost 9 o'clock. It's 9:05. Y'all, if you wouldn't mind, if you have not and you forgot, hit the like button for me so we can get the algorithm sending people this live that we are here and we are doing something. We're talking about something. Anyway, guys, I could not find the video. I'm going to ask any of you who remember which video was it when Keisha called out the intruder, not intruder, but in her words, you may as well have said intruder. She said that someone unexpectedly came to her house for a open house. She was having an open house and somebody came and y'all love us so much and you don't want to is this it? Yeah. She told I don't know that it well, I'm clicking on all these videos and all I hear her talking about is ear problems and damn olive oil and coughing and hacking. And I mean, it's like every single video. If someone could find me that video or knows exactly which one that is, can you drop it into the chat for me, please? Um, I didn't even look at my reactions yet. We might just need to go back to that one. But ma'am, let me see if I can do this. Ma'am filed a complaint about somebody coming to an open house. And in the complaint, I don't feel like it even says anything. The handwriting is, I'm thinking to myself, don't you have a computer? You couldn't type this out on your phone and then copy and paste it. I guess not, but I would imagine that they've got this form online. This is like a standard form. Why this could not be copied and pasted into let me see. When was this? 4 months ago? Atlanta shenanigans, mom life, real estate, and doing too much. Was this it? Key Vember, cancel. Keisha Kaylee. Oh my God. What else? Okay. Gosh, if you guys could help me find which video it was, because I know we talked about it. Miss not informed. Oh, that one. Yes. No. Okay. I think she said, I know she talked about it when she was in Africa. She talked about it and then she got mad. That's when she tried to strike my channel. Well, she did, excuse me, she did strike my channel, but it was unsuccessful. YouTube said no. YouTube said no. Okay. Let me see if you guys dropped it. I'm gonna tell everybody. Hey, Kitten Zombie. Good morning. Good morning to all of Bougie Gang. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's doing amazing. It was when she was in South Africa. She was talking about it. She was talking about it in an Instagram video. And well, let me see if I can find it because she tried to strike me down and YouTube said no. Let's see. She talked about it, but she also did it. Oh, she did. It was just in South Africa, right? That video. Okay. All right. You guys are right. It was because I was like, I know it was in South Africa, but I couldn't remember. So it was that video that she tried to she had a problem with. Was it Preston bothered? KK and Splash spilled the tea. Was this it? Hold on. Ma'am had a damn attitude. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So I wouldn't have found it, but I thought she talked about it in one of her videos, didn't she? But no, maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can make heads or tails. I redacted this, but let me make sure I'm not showing girl, it's the handwriting for me and it's also when they scanned it in they because I have an official certified copy from Fulton County because that's what I do. If you guys don't know, on my other channel we talk about like court cases, we talk about news stories, we talk about lots of things that are going on in social media, and sometimes when the laws are getting involved and the municipalities and things are signed and certified by the county clerk's office in public documentation. So I have learned a lot in the last 6 months. If you did not know, now you know. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. Okay, because this is important. But you know me, guys, I don't believe in taking anything out of the computer. Okay, don't take it out the computer. All right, don't. Um, that's just my general overall that's the words that I live by. Whoever, whatever, on some whatever, you do what you want. But when you know somebody is cray, all I'm saying is when you know that you know that you know, girl. And then yesterday I was I was sitting here at the desk last night. Um, I had just got myself a nice slushy ice cup full of water. And what did Lambo do? Girl, he came and was up on his hind legs trying to be nosy at my desk, knocked my water slap over on my fresh copies with that expensive ass ink. And girl, I laid it right out on one of the machines up in here and let that thing air dry. Now it looks like papers from 1776, like it was signed by Ben Franklin. But it's on the computer nonetheless. But I like to have copies. But I was thinking to myself, this was useless to copy because I can't read ma'am's handwriting. I'm gonna have to blow it all the way up. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me refresh your memory. Um, real quick, real fast, okay? Because this was a situation and ma'am tried to come for me, or she did come for me, but again, YouTube said no. And that was it, and that's all, right? So let's talk about, let me share my screen. Just gonna refresh a little. Ma'am was hold on. So I'm gonna take you back in time. Let's see. Let's see what she's talking about here. Let me find it. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Also, I still have not heard official. I know you guys have told me official, and I don't really keep up as well. I'm not even gonna say why, but sis, whatever sis does on Instagram and stuff like that, I don't have access to that for obvious reasons. I've already told you. Also, she's, I'm just, my opinion, this influencer is a little different. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care enough. You know what I mean? Girl, she's at it again. But this is a follow-up. This video was posted 4 months ago on November 3rd. Okay. Ma'am, this is just to give you a high level. Ma'am is a real estate agent now. She's been an influence on YouTube. Ma'am posted her home for sale. First of all, ma'am bought a home. The real estate agent posted it all over the internet. She blames the internet for doxing her, which no one did that because it was the real estate agent who did what real estate agents do, which is celebrate their wins and post their transactions, right? That's what ma'am did. And she wants to blame the internet because she didn't have the foresight to tell her real estate agent that she didn't want her home posted. I'm going all the way back, India. Now, and it's not even really a for sale by owner because for sale by owner is not typically under an agency. She is the listed agent. So it's really not for sale by owner. It's still listed up under her agency. So she can earn a commission on it. So she can charge a commission. Just think about it. For sale by owner, she's going to get the proceeds from the home and she can charge an agency commission because she is a licensed real estate agent. For sale by owner is just for sale by owner. You can't bake in a agency commission and charge that in a closing fee when it's for sale by owner. Hello? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, any of my real estate agents, but she's selling it up under her agency. Okay. So, and she can do that. I don't care. But she told everybody this in her vlogs. I wouldn't know this had she not told everybody, right? Or told somebody that told the internet, right? So, ma'am had an open house and here she is. She's going to talk about it. So, forgive any I haven't watched this since we did this live, okay? So, how did I do this? I don't even know. Did I do this? Okay, we're gonna figure this out because girl, I'm like, what in the world? Um, oh, I know. Okay. Because I was like, is this all this was mostly audio. I think I took 4 stills from the video and I just made a thumbnail with it and then laid the audio down behind it. Okay, because I was like, how did I do this? This is interesting. Sometimes I look back at videos that I actually have to edit and do something with, and I'm like, how did I do that again? Okay.
My buyers, I do all of the paperwork. With my listings, I have someone else.
Okay, hold on. So I have this, I have that. Okay. All right, let me do it like this. Just if anyone comes in and is like, what's going on? Can you please let them know we are back in time. We are in another place and another time called an old like a throwback on this Friday. We are on a throwback Friday to get y'all up to date on this complaint that we're getting ready to read. Okay, we are back in time. We are on November 3rd, 2023. Okay, back in time. Okay, let me let the old comments run too. What could I do to make this look a little? So y'all could read it. If this doesn't work one more time, then I thought you guys could hear her audio the first time. Maybe not, right? You can hear me, but you can't hear her. Did you ever hear her?
Let me get
Let's
this
try
right.
it again. Okay. Wait. Give me 1 second. I'm just resetting it. I'm gonna have to share it a different.
What I'm about to tell y'all now, I cannot believe.
Can you hear now?
So now
There's a
let's
little
get
bit
into
of
this part.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have
Hold
to
on, let me
share
see
it
the
a
time we
different.
got. Okay, 36 minutes, so we good. Now, so what I'm about to tell y'all now, I have some courses that on the
Can you hear
market.
now?
So now
There's a
let's
little
get
bit
into
of
this part.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna
Hold
have to
on, let me
share
see
it
the
a
time we
different.
got. Okay, 36 minutes, so we good.
Okay, it's starting.
That means open houses, right? What I'm about to tell y'all now, I have some courses that on the
Can you hear
market.
now?
So now
There's a
let's
little
get
bit
into
of
our house.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to share.
Um,
Y'all, this is a hot ass mess. Hold on. Let me get this fixed because apparently we were having some technical difficulty on that day. So let me get to the part and not confuse.
and you guys know that I have a transaction coordinator who coordinates all of my transactions, my listings. Now, with my buyers, I do all of the paperwork. With my listings, I have someone else who does all the paperwork. So once I started getting an abundant amount of listings, this is my first time being an agent, I realized that the listings were syncing to my real estate website. So that's why I had took my Atlanta Communities website out of my link tree on my Instagram because
Okay, so enter. It's my fault, but it's not my fault. Okay, are we hearing this? Enter into the chat. It's my fault, but it's not my fault. You heard that. She said that she had a listing, which means she's the listing agent. She put her house up under her agency to sell it. She had a listing and it was showing as public, but you just heard her, right? So she's blaming the transaction coordinator, but really she just needs to blame herself because just because, right? Okay. Oh God, please work with me on today.
I realized that my house was synced to my website. If anybody goes to my website, they will see that we're selling the house. So once I said I had 3 listings, I was like, wait a minute, the trolls ain't damn stupid. They're not gonna see or hear me say I got 3 listings because they like to say.
You know, she said the trolls ain't damn stupid. Okay. Um, you say you've got 3 listings. Like, why tell all your business? How about that be number one? Can you normalize like just doing business? Why don't you just handle your business rather than have to brag about what you got going on? And it's not bragging from like, wow, you're doing something no one else can do. But we don't hear the last couple minutes. It's okay, sis. I think I fixed it. You might be behind in the chat, but when you get closer up, you'll be fine. It's fixed now. Can someone type into the chat for sis that it's fixed so she can see that? Um, yeah, how about just normalize, y'all? I'm handling business. I'm busy. If somebody still feels like they need to go and see what you got going on, then they just do. But why do you feel the need, which I know people have said imposter syndrome and all of those things. And I get it because sis may be operating in the realm of not really feeling qualified for what she's currently doing. So she feels like she has to quantify and qualify all of the things so that she can she's basically doing a self-validation, right? She's validating what she's got going on because of the inadequacies, the low self-esteem within her, that she feels like she's got to run you guys all her business, and that's it and that's all. So I think I probably broke this. Are we done? No, I'm just kidding. But I think that's what's going on. That's it.
I lie, but really I like to
Okay,
omit
you guys
shit
can hear
because it
the
ain't
audio.
nobody damn business if I didn't talk about it out loud. But they don't understand that. They don't know boundaries. They don't know that. So, anyways, somebody went to the website, and every time someone talk about gets into the website, they don't understand that. They don't know boundaries. They don't know that. So, anyways, tells me like what they're doing on the website. So I saw a particular IP address and it alerted me one day about what they were doing around the time that the open house for my property went live. So I kept the middle note. I told my office, I told my brokerage, really more so my team lead, like, hey, I'm doing
Y'all, let me tell you something. When I used to vlog and my house was for sale, I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. One time I was vlogging and we had just got the pods. We had already gotten an offer. The pods had been delivered. We had 3 pods in our front yard, okay? It was 3 or 2. We had some damn pods, okay? And the for sale sign was still up, even though it had the under contract. And I was standing in the driveway like I used to do. And I realized I had just posted a video and the for sale sign was like literally right behind me. I was like, oh my God. I took that video down so quick. And of course, people were like, what happened to your video? What happened to the video? And I was like, Lord Jesus, please don't let anybody see it. Because I didn't want anyone knowing until after, girl, I didn't want anyone knowing the house was listed, that we sold it, that we nothing until we packed up and left. Okay. That was it. I didn't say a word. We had been looking for houses and I stopped the search because we came to visit this house in one of my videos. Damn, I took all them videos down, all of them, because I didn't want anyone figuring out which house we bought because I didn't know we were going to buy this house.
Open house, blah, blah, blah. I'll keep you guys updated. Y'all know I have crazy people. So I'm going to keep y'all updated if we need to be aware of anything. First day of the open house. Y'all. It's raining. I'm in the house with the girls. Jeremy was with Diesel because Diesel, y'all know Diesel, the videographer. That's Jeremy's best friend.
Okay, this is me talking now. On all this talking you're hearing is in this video, okay? Right now, hey, you see me pulsating? You see that? Do you see on my avatar? That's when you know it's me talking. Okay. She said he was with Diesel. The fact that you need to explain and tell us your man's friend's name and all of the things is very sussified. It's sus, okay? But if that's what you want to do, that is your business, ma'am, okay? That's your business if you want to tell us all your business. But that's why you in this situation at this moment, okay? Okay. Hello. Oh, look at this. If I put this up, this might be confusing because you guys aren't going to be able to see the other screen. Okay, let me go back. Should I use this? Let me stop playing with y'all.
So he was with helping him film Glorilla's music video, or one of the other celebrities. Could have been Sexy Red because he's been filming a lot of stuff lately. These have been filming.
Girl, being the best friend is, what's that song? A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as a buster, always talking about what he has, but sits on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number. No, I don't want none of your time. And no, I don't want I don't want none of your time. And no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, your man is a whole scrub. He is in his 30s and you're sitting up here running up someone else's resume. What was he doing? Is he brokering the deal? Is he setting up the properties? Is he assistant? Is he executive producer? What? Why are you running someone else's resume and you're talking about he was with Diesel, his best friend? Where is Jeremy's paper chase? Is he a manager? Is he a R&D? Girl, he's a whole tag along. Thank you, Natia. Girl.
A lot of stuff, and Jeremy been helping doing. I don't know what he be doing, but doing whatever he doing. So Jeremy ended up staying later. And I told him, I said, my spirit is telling me something about this open house, but we're going to play this out. Sitting on my couch. Girls are sitting in the living room. Now, since it's raining, I'm kind of like, are people going to show up? Are people not going to show up? It's raining. So, when you sit up and prepare yourself for open house, you have your sign, you have your cards, you have the sign-in sheet, you have your snacks. I hadn't taken the snacks out at that point because, I don't know, I just be weird about food just sitting out on the counter. Like, I just be like, I don't want no bugs. And I don't want no bugs to just feel like they about to come to the food. So I was like, let me just not bring nothing out until I see people come, blah, blah, blah. So next thing you know, I hear my camera alerts me. Y'all know I got cameras all around my house. My camera alerts me. that a car is in front of the property. So I have a ring, but I also have cameras that surround.
Why was she there during the open house? Because she's the listing agent. She's instead of it being so because she's an agent, she's doing it under the cover of the agency. However, if you or I sold our own house, we would have a for sale by owner outside. So people would know that you're getting ready to walk in on a weirdo who is selling her own house under. Okay, guys, this is me. You see me pulsating. Anyone, if you're stuck in the back, like if you're behind any of those audio problems, were in the past. Okay. That's number one. Number two, again, it's a for sale by owner technically because she is the owner, but it's not a for sale by owner because it's actually listed with an agency. So ma'am can collect a fee as the agent, as the listing agent, and also as well, she might sell the house to one of her clients, who knows? But she could actually collect a profit in terms of as agency and like a buyer and seller agent. If she ends up having a client that buys the house, they'll pay her a commission and then she gets a commission, technically as the seller, right? So the seller so you guys follow me. She's actually using her position, real estate agents do it all the time. There's nothing illegal about it or anything like that. But normally a for sale by owner, you're walking into a for sale by owner situation. You're not necessarily thinking that the real estate agent that you're meeting there is on the property. Anyway, we're getting into it. This is a flashback. So this is me talking right now because you see my avatar pulsating. I'm getting ready to go back on mute and let the video play. She's going to explain what happened because there's a lady, she said, from the internet on these, and I'm going to read a document after that. Basically, she has filed a complaint against this person that came to her home, and she's trying to get a TPO, a temporary protective order in the county of Fulton. Okay. And it was clocked in on March 1st at 11:26. In the clerk of courts, Shay Alexander's office, and it was given a civil action file number, all of that. And yeah, she is pursuing. Okay. And you know what we do here? We talk about it. So I'm going to get to that part, Tori, against where she's getting ready to tell a story. And the person who came to her home, she has written I don't even know. She did a deposition. She wrote her account down and took it somewhere. She wrote her story, her accounts of the event and her interactions with this individual allegedly, and had it notarized, and then went downtown and is asking for a TPO. So let's get into it, guys. But this is where she, in her words, tells the T. Let's see if that matches up with this. And this is also a video that ma'am tried to strike my channel. Yes, she's at it again, Miss Tori. Under the cover of her agency.
The entire property. So I look at the ring, I see the car, I look at my surrounding cameras, and I see the car come from up the street. I look at the camera to see what's going on. See the car, see the license plate. See a woman and two kids get out. Immediately, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at all of them. And God told me, this is not right. He said, this is not right. So I'm professional. Jeremy did not come home because he was doing a video shoot. The girls were not even supposed to be at the open house, but since he didn't come home, they didn't leave, and I wasn't going to leave take him, because at the end of the day, regardless if it's my house or anybody's house, I'm their mom, so I'm going to protect them. So I'm not even worried. The only thing about it is people being in my personal atmosphere, but we're doing an open house, right? So legally people can come in.
We're just going to overlook the misuse of words, people being in her atmosphere. Okay, sis, atmosphere. If you want to use atmosphere, I'm not saying a word, okay? Let's just let her use whatever word she wants, okay? She said in her atmosphere. Okay. I don't think atmosphere is a word that is used to a person. I think it's more associated with places and spaces greater than one human being because atmospheres are massive. Okay. But I'm sure you can use it because I've had people, when I've corrected her in the past, girl, they come for me all kinds. I don't give two shits how this woman speaks. I really don't.
So they knock on the door. I go open the door. The girls are like coming, trying to come behind me, and I had to explain to them, ladies, I told y'all this open house, go sit down. So they go back to the front. The woman comes in with her 2 kids. Both kids are in high school. She comes in. I look at her up and down. I look at her kids up and down. No tea, no shade. I said, this lady cannot afford this house.
That's why your house was sitting on the market for damn near 90 days. Okay. The fact that she's a licensed real estate agent, this, I haven't even listened to this yet. The fact that sis is a licensed real estate agent. Okay, this is me today again. So yes, this is a throwback. Anyone new coming in, because we've gotten like about 50 new viewers in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes. This is a flashback, and we are listening to when Keisha was spilling her tea about the visitor to her home, the open house, and subsequently on March 1st, she has filed a TPO in Fulton County for stalking and wants a restraining order against this individual. Allegedly, she says that they have a long history. My thing is this: if this person came to your house and you have a long history with this individual, you didn't realize that as you were escorting them all around your home. Like, she's alleging that this person has been in the bushes for a long time. Maybe she just put it together, but when I'm reading her complaint, it's not set, it's really scattered all over the place. Like, I'm gonna read the whole thing to you. So let's get through this. But we're gonna resume with the audio when she's telling her story. Jen. And you just redlined somebody based on their appearance, sis, that's a violation. That's called redlining. Okay. You made an assumption. She did discriminate, but I think there's it's a term called redlining where you kind of are gearing people to a certain place based on what you think socioeconomically they can afford, or making assumptions basically. And there may be newer terms for it, but at the end of the day, this woman is a redam donkey, okay? And you could be in violation of your license by just saying that. And this was sent to me. So my point is, this is out there and this is bad, because on top of all the other stuff that you talk about that's inappropriate, the fact that you had someone who may even be a fan of yours realize that your house was for sale and there was an open house. We're going to see how she treated this potential customer, whether she denied them access or not. But sis, if this is your moneymaker, you are a big damn dummy for talking about this stuff online and talking about stuff that should, like I say, go to the grave. Okay. Some things we do may not, everyone's not perfect, but when you do your shit, when people do their shit, take that shit to the grave. Okay. Stop trying to tell everybody everything on social media and thinking that people are going to hold your secrets, because you look stupid right now. Okay.
So of course I'm like, hey, how are you doing? She's looking around. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this house. Like, she's pointing out this, pointing out that. Like, oh my gosh, da, da, da. Tell me all these elaborate stories. And my energy is just dead.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know if that was now or in the past.
I keep a taser on me at all times, and also other protections. I brought my protection to the front.
So you want the world to know, so somebody can bring 3 people instead of just 1 because you're 92 pounds, that you keep a taser on you at all times. Like, some things just, and this is me talking right now, guys. It's one of the dumbest things you could do is tell people that you're armed. I mean, that just screams I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to tell people one time because you're on the internet, don't come play around, F around and find out or whatever like that. Okay, cool. But you don't have to, like, I keep a taser with me at all times, guys. Like, come on now.
I took a knife and brought it.
Let me tell you something, guys. Just listening to this, if you are out here in wherever you are in the, I wonder if I have this saved somewhere, because I'm like, oh, the stalling is so annoying. Atmosphere, okay? If you are out here and you think it's a good idea to mess with this whack job, think again, okay? Think again. I'm telling you, the Kikis live in the computer for me. They live in the computer for this community. Don't mess with this weirdo. Sis is paranoid AF. She don't know how to handle herself, so she creates situations. I wish I would be in my house with an open door, inviting people in, and have a taser and a damn knife in my pocket. First of all, if I got a problematic social media and I'm accepting the public into my house, number one, I would have had a couple of the girls there from the agency that I work with to support me. One upstairs, one to the back of the house, and me receiving folk in the front. The assistants would have been on deck, okay? Okay, so whatever. I'm just saying, public service announcement, leave this woman alone. She is not wrapped too tight, and she's going to end up messing with the wrong person who meant her no harm. And she's going to get it wrong because she is full of ego, and it's not going to be good. So I'm just saying, number one, leave this woman alone. Don't try to mess with people outside the computer. So if this was someone who just wanted to see what they wanted to see, don't do that. Don't do that at all, because this trick is not wrapped tight, and it's going to be a problem. Keep the keys in the computer, okay?
Where the girls were, and put it under something. And I kept my taser in my forearm. Now, typically with open houses, what you do is when the people come in, they sign in, you stay in the kitchen or the foyer or wherever downstairs, and they will go around the entire property by themselves. God told me no, follow their asses. So they come in, they're talking. I'm literally walking with them from room to room. Hey, how are you? Can you come sign in? They come sign in. I look at the sign in. I told myself, this is not right. What I should have done was called the number that was put on the sign-in sheet, but I didn't, because I was trying not to alert, because at this point, all 3 people are in my property, and God.
How about to say, let me send you a quick text with my information, because if this isn't, I'm managing this property sale, but I also have several others. So let me text you my number. That way we can connect, and I'll send you my website. Absolutely. She's profiling, but in real estate, it's called redlining,
told me,
which is illegal.
This is not right. So I'm just keeping my composure, because
because she said the first thing that came to her mind was, this person can't afford this house. Sis, your house is damn $400,000-$500,000. That's the new 250. That's the new, girl, I was about to say something. That's the new 250, 300. Okay. Houses that were 300 before the pandemic are now in the 5s and 6s. And I know that for a fact based on my market. Okay. If you bought a house about 4 or 5 years ago, and you closed it around 300, you might be sitting at a 550, 600 now, depending on where you live in this country. But I know in my market, that's what it is. Okay. Her house is listed in the 4 to 500s. At the end of the day, that's really not anything. I'm not going to say everybody makes 6 figures now, but it's nothing. That's not, people are paying that in rent, especially with your bad credit clients. Your bad credit clients are paying $500,000 mortgages on $300,000 houses because they got 8 and 9%. But those of us with 2s and 3s, yeah, we got nice, cute mortgages because we got houses before the pandemic. Now people are getting, if they're lucky, 6, 7, 8%. There's people out here who are paying the weight of a house far bigger, greater than what they are living in just because the rates are so high. And for her to make an assumption what somebody can afford, you don't know what they got going on. And everybody doesn't wear their money.
I can do that. So I'm talking to the mom. The kids are being real cute, you know, talking to me about she got 6 kids, telling me about all their signs, just telling me about her personal life, telling me about her mom just bought a house. I'm like, oh, so when are you trying to buy your house? She doesn't have an approval, so you're wasting my time.
It's an open house. It's an open house. I was watching Lily, yours truly. Lily likes to go look at houses. Lily likes to go manifesting, like manifest shopping. So she will go from neighborhood to neighborhood and go dream drive through neighborhoods and places that she thinks she wants to live. And she likes to practice visualization, right? If you have an open house, you don't have to be pre-qualified. Like you are breaking, like you're talking like you think you know something, but ma'am, you are breaking all kinds of laws right now. It is not a requirement to be pre-qualified for an open house. You could have said, I went to where I met my real estate agent was at an open house. We met Whitney a year, or maybe almost 2 years before we actually purchased our home. We met her at an open house. Okay. We made contact with her. We didn't want the house that we went to see. We liked it, but it just wasn't what we wanted. And it was just not meant to be at that moment, but we stayed in contact with her. And you guys met her because she came to Real Talk Bougie. Anyway, long story short, we didn't have a prequel. It was our anniversary weekend. We were talking about houses when we were at our anniversary celebratory location. We were leaving and I said, I want to go see that house. We went there. We met her. 2 years later, we sold a house. We could have been walking in looking like Boo Boo and Bebe, okay? Whoever Boo Boo and Bebe look like. Not only did sis make money off of selling our current home, she made money off of us buying another home. Okay? Sis walked away with 5 figures off of meeting us one time at an open house where we didn't buy anything and didn't have an approval. Okay?
You're saying you're going to buy the house next year. You're wasting my time. The house is on the market now. And
she just wanted to see.
Window shopping. This is a $500,000 property. We don't window shop in $500,000 properties. You either come in to buy it or you're not. So I'm walking her from room to room. The girls start getting a little
She's really bitchy. Like sis is a whole biatch. Okay? Period. And I said what I said. She's very, very bitchy. Like this is the type of thing that if the person who's out here who signed in on her sign-in sheet is out there and hears it, me personally, and I'm not telling anybody what to do, like how Jeremy told people to call the Renaissance or whatever. We'll get to that part. When he told people to call the hotel to complain, I'm not telling anybody what to do. What I would do if I were that woman and I signed in on that sign-in sheet and it's filed somewhere and I had proof of this video that you treated me in such a manner, I would be calling the real estate board now and I would be filing a complaint on your ass.
I see they're trying to follow me. At this point, they're kind of in the kitchen still talking. So I go and I open up the cookies and I start putting them on the plates. And the girls my girls ask me for some cookies. And I'm like, okay, look, y'all know how kids be liking to do. Mommy, they want to have no damn cookies. But I'm like, okay, let me go get them out because God already told me to watch the situation. So I'm like, okay, I need to get them out. So I gave them cookies. and I offered the woman and her kids some cookies. They took the cookies, I offered them water, blah blah blah. Close the cookies back up because remember these cookies were freshly open because I had not put the cookies out or the fruit out or anything out because I was waiting for people to come and it was raining. So we go from room to room to room. We go in the basement. They're literally, the mom is literally painting out her entire life of what she's gonna do with the house. And she's asking me, "Oh my gosh, why are you leaving?" And she says a comment and she says, "Girl," what'd she say? She said, "Girl, if I did all the stuff you did, like if I had all the money you had, like she's like living vicariously through me. However, the only thing you know is that I'm a real estate agent. So what is all these things that you know about?" So she's not realizing she's misspeaking.
Did you tell her about all of the updates and all of the renovations? Because maybe she's referring to, if I'd done all of this, I wouldn't be leaving. What makes you think she's talking about your career with the Miss Big Ego? Maybe she's talking about the improvements that you've done, because maybe to someone that, she's thinking, okay, you've invested so much money in your living. Okay, let me stop right there. So what she was saying was she got an indication that ma'am knew who she was. So maybe I'll say that. I don't know, because this video was 5 months ago and I've probably done, I don't even know how many hundreds of videos since then. But she's saying that she got some indication that she felt like, what do you know about the renovations? But I've seen on houses where they will say recently renovated kitchen, recently renovated, da, 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 da. So we don't know what the listing, she said she had an assistant. We don't know what was on the listing, but maybe they didn't make those distinctions on the listing that the house is renovated or being renovated or needs renovations. I don't know. But she's basically saying that she got it made her think, because ma'am is hyper aware, that she may have someone in the house who knows her from the internet, right? So let's get back, okay? Any of you just coming in, this is a Flashback Friday. This was a situation that happened. This video is from November 3rd. Okay, we're back in time, November 3rd. And Keisha is talking about a situation that had just happened. Well, happened in the recent past at that moment. Fast forward, ma'am has filed a restraining order against said individual. Okay. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Living space, maybe, like, why would you do so much? Okay, but is that a presumptuous question? Is that whatever? I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, at the end of the day, the bottom line is you created this situation. You created this situation.
But I'm still continuing to keep my professionalism. So
until now,
I
right?
go from room to room with the mom and the kids. We get up the stairs. Mind you, we're in the midst of renovating. So prior to the open house, we had already decided to renovate some other stuff. Some doors had never even been put back on, like our linen closet doors. I don't got no fucking shame in nothing. I vlog, I share my life. I don't give a crap. We live in a very expensive house, and if you really think I don't have money to put a door up, you're highly mistaken. Some of the doors just had not been replaced because I just been having a very, very difficult time making the last minute decisions about how to design a house. And then when we decided we're going to sell the house, it was kind of easy. Like, we're going to just get the basic. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, so some of the doors were off because they were in the garage getting prepped for paint and to be put on, which ended up being prepped and painted the following week. But anyways, go upstairs with the mom and her kids. They're going. I'm literally in room. Go upstairs. I walk in my master bedroom. I let them go in the master bathroom by themselves. This is the only.
Okay, so we see a comment here. Somebody is stating that her listing said over $100,000 of renovations. Someone had it posted, and she also said it in a video. Hold on a second.
Physical room, I don't go in with them. I go in every room with them. I'm talking to them, making eye contact, watching what they're doing. Don't put my back to them literally the entire time because God said be vigilant. Except for the master bathroom. I let them go in there and I stood in the master bathroom, making sure the girls stayed where they were supposed to be. So I'm like looking at them, ha ha ha. And when I saw their body language in the master bathroom, it looked like they were up to no good. Okay, let's quickly get them back downstairs. Get them back downstairs. We go to the laundry room. When I come out the laundry room, the son, let's just pretend like this is the phone. The son has his phone by the fridge while I'm coming out, like he's trying to secretly record. I'm a content creator. One thing I know is what people are doing.
You've never been to a house before and taken pictures and recorded like, oh, I like this. I like the way this is set up. That's it. Look, let me tell you something. I think everybody knows this. You put your house on the market, you have open houses, you have people coming through your home. Number one, people are recording. We've seen Keisha, you've recorded people's homes, not as a real estate agent. You have recorded people's homes. You have gone to see people's homes and you've recorded them and you've put them in your vlogs. Okay. Probably without their permission. I don't know. I don't know that for facts 100, but what I do know is that you've recorded people's homes before, period. Right. Why is that so? You're just hyper vigilant because you are out here with the shits. You're out here with the shits. So rightfully so, you are hyper vigilant because, ma'am, you probably should be. But that's precisely the reason why you got a damn for sale by owner situation, but you're hiding behind a real estate sign and not identifying yourself as the owner. Whether this person knew you were the owner or not, you are wrong for kind of deceiving potential clients coming through the door, pretending to just be the agent when you are actually the owner of the house. So it's disingenuous for people to come in and maybe not even have an agent and be talking to you like you could potentially be an agent for a seller and about like have dual agency with this prospective client who may or may not have an agent, and they're talking to you freely. They're enjoying looking at the home, whether they know you or not. At the end of the day, let's assume that this person didn't know who she was. Coming in the door, Keisha already made an assumption that this woman couldn't afford what she was coming to see. That's like you going to Saks and people making an assumption about you, whether you're well-dressed or not, right? That's like you going to Neiman's. That's like you going to Walmart and asset protection is following you around because they feel like you look like you getting ready to throw some stuff and you're never full. You know what I mean? Okay. My sentiment has always been, you can follow me around until I get back out to my car. You will never see me take anything because I'm not here to steal. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say that to anybody. You will just get tired following me around because when I go shopping, I like to pick stuff up. I like to look at everything. I like to try on stuff. I do all the things when I get to a store because I don't go shopping a lot in person anymore. I do a lot of stuff online. So when I make it to the store, I'm having an experience. So you can follow me if you want to. Okay. It wouldn't make me a difference. I don't get offended by that. If it becomes some sort of offensive situation, then whatever, we'll have to talk about that different. But at the end of the day, Keisha's ridiculous. And the funny thing to me is that she deals with a very unqualified clientele. Because if sis had it going on in the clientele that she deals with, the donkeys, then you wouldn't have to be trying to get people up over 600 credit score. Okay. The reason why you're so hyper vigilant about what people can afford is because you surround yourself around people who can't afford. See, I guess my assumption is if someone's looking or buying, they can buy what they want because I can buy what I want. People usually make assumptions based on their experience. And if your experience is lacking, can't afford, don't have the means, all of those things, that's the reason why you are projecting on this person who came in the door because number one, you thought she couldn't afford. Number two, you assumed she was a troll. Okay. So maybe number one, you can't afford. Number two, maybe you are a troll.
One thing I know is what people are doing with their freaking phones. So
Yo,
I see him doing this. I see
hold
him.
on a
I see
second.
him secretly like trying to film. So I move myself
Man,
and I
chilling, hating,
what I want.
hating.
I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Yeah, white bitch. White bitch. I don't. I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm outside. Come outside, ho. Come outside, ho. Get out loud,
Hating.
What I want. What's goody? What's goody?
You about to get the fuck out of my property. And the mom, she tells me she's gonna come back the next day with her mother and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool, great. I told God, I said, I need you to get them out because the mom wanted to keep talking to me about how much she loved the house.
She told God, she said, God, wait, hold on. I'm going to have to. Girl, let me get my Tyler Perry on for just a second. Hello, God. Hello, God. You didn't call the police? You didn't call the city of Atlanta? You didn't call APD? You called God, get him out. Get him out the house right now. Hello, God. God gave us the police, okay? He gave us everything. Girl. So okay. God, get him out now because I got my knife and my taser. Let me get them out. Okay, let's get back into it. Whew, what a story. How long does this story go on? Oh, Jesus. Is it almost over? Okay, this story time is going to be over in just a second. And then we're going to get over to the county of Fulton. Shay Alexander clocked it in on the first. Okay.
House, but she just want to keep talking. Luckily, here comes another guy to come look at the house. Then there's an influx of people that come in to look at the house. Mind you, I have cameras all around my property. Influx of people come right then and there, knocking on the door, ready to come and look at people who really got the money to buy the house. Let them in. They're like, okay, we're going to leave, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward to the next door. Why do I get a message the next day? This woman, somebody texts me, D texts me, and she says, hey, mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling a house. I had an open house or anything like that. So D texts me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open house?
Wait, she said what?
Like, mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling a house. I had an open house or anything like that. So D texts me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son? I had an open house or anything like that. So D texts me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open house? And I was like, yeah.
She said a mom and two kids. So the helper, girl, this was a whole mess.
Yeah. So I'm already knowing something is not right.
Yeah, because when folk call from the YouTube streets, yeah, it's a problem. Okay. Yeah, don't you have a recording on the ring? Where's the ring
The
camera
lie detective
footage, man?
determined that was a lie. The lie detective determined that was a lie.
Okay, this is hey guys, we're pausing for a second from the video. Where was Daddy? Oh yeah, he was at Diesel doing a Glorilla or Sexy Red video. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. So he was with Diesel. He was with Diesel at a Sexy Red or Glorilla photo shoot. Meanwhile, you say you're in the house with your taser and your knife, scared for your life. And to someone's point in the comments that said, you're asking for a restraining order from a situation that happened like 6 months ago. All right. This is interesting. Guys, I don't watch sometimes I don't go back and watch the old videos, but this is interesting. Anyway, we're going to get to it. We're almost done. This is just like, oh my god. Girl, she could have done
Thank
a
you,
damn
Padine.
Where's the ring
TikTok.
camera footage? Where's the ring camera footage?
So
Where's the
she's like,
Where's the lady on ring camera? Because remember, she posted up Jeremy on the ring camera. Where is the footage? 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 Where is it? That's what I want to see. I want to see all the footage from that day. Daddy was dropping. What was Daddy doing? Girl, Daddy gone. She stay lying. Daddy was dropping dimes in wishing wells. Ooh. Daddy is a rapper. Daddy, maybe it's his side hen resurfacing to get her man Jeremy back. Why would she get a restraining order, or it's all a lie? Okay. Daddy told us them Keisha's kids. Daddy on a date. Daddy said, go by yourself, like always. Girl, daddy was getting blazed. Gone per usual. He don't care nothing about Keisha and those kids. Wow. Okay. Daddy just gone. Okay. Okay. Keisha is going to try the right person on the wrong day, and they are going to handle her little ass. And whenever you guys spell ass backwards, it cracks me up. Her little ass, and that's on her. Okay. Um, or she's gonna go for the wrong person, and she's gonna end up having to make some apologies because sis, like at the end of the day, look, let's let it's very entertaining when she puts all this stuff on the internet. So again, we're gonna stick with our no advice in 2024 because bitches is mad all 2024, period. They're gonna be mad, stay mad, are mad, and we're not giving out any advice. Okay. So let's carry on. Ooh.
do you know that they went into your master bathroom and spit on the floor?
Mm.
That mother, when they were in the bathroom by themselves and I was in the master bedroom, that mother picked up.
Excuse me. We just picked up where she got a call from the YouTube streets, and the person is basically telling her that something occurred in her master bedroom. There's a known helper on the YouTube streets. I don't know how she really knows this person, if they're even, what the situation is. But this individual is on some helping ish. And so she's saying that someone called her from the YouTube streets and asked her, was there a mother and a son there? And this is what she is telling her. Let me see if I can go back just a little without messing it all the way up. But she, like I said, when the YouTube streets calls and knows something, that's probably a problem. It's a sign.
Why
It's a
do
bad
I
sign.
get a message the next day? This woman, somebody texts me, D texts me, and she says, hey, mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling a house, I had an open house or anything like that. So D texts me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open
Wait, she
house?
said
And I was like,
what?
mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling a house, I had an open house or anything like that. So D texted me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son, I had an open house or anything like that. So D texted me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open house? And I was like, yeah.
She said a mom and two kids. So The helper, girl, this was a whole mess.
Yeah. So I'm already knowing something is not right.
Yeah, because when folk call from the YouTube streets, yeah, it's a problem. Okay. Yeah, don't you have a recording on the ring? Where's the ring camera footage, ma'am? Thank you, Kadeen. Where's the ring camera footage?
So she's like, do you know that they went into your master bathroom and spit on the floor? That mother, when they were in the bathroom by themselves and I was in the master bedroom, that mother picked up her phone with her son and her daughter, grown as hell in high school, grown ass kids, not little baby kids, grown ass kids who know right from wrong, who can also say, Mommy, this is not right. Brought your motherfucking kids to my house, had your son cock up some spit in his mouth and spit on my bathroom floor, film it, laugh, and upload it to Lipstick Alley.
Really? Is that true, guys? Send whoever, please send me a link. I got to see that. Now, I'm gonna just say on the flip side, okay, so now you're in Africa, you're over there on Cap Town vacation, and you're talking about it. When did this happen? Arlene, the irony, right? Okay, but I'm just saying, if this actually happened and someone came and did a vile, disgusting act with human DNA and left that in your bathroom, number one, you didn't see. Let me tell you something. I got a 16-year-old dog who throws up. You know, she throws up. She's known to throw up. Okay. It might even just be a little extra water she drank and a little bit comes up, right? I see that on my floors immediately. Okay. You see it, you go get a paper towel, wipe it up, right? So you got your Jerusalem tile or wherever the person spit up. You couldn't see that. You couldn't see that there was spit on your floor. Jeremy didn't see it. Weren't you walking around barefoot? You never saw the spit. This is what I need to hear the rest of this story, because where was the spit? Okay, where's the video? Now we're just now hearing about this. Have you guys even heard anything? I mean, I would be disgusted to find out that something like this happened, but I want to see the receipts. I need to see a receipt, please. Where's the receipts, and why are we just now hearing about this? Because if this actually happened, there's people out here that would have tried to run up a whole entire bag on this, right? And I am sure of the 524 people, 26 that are in the midst right now, somebody probably goes over to that thread on occasion. Maybe they might be up in there chatting right now. Okay. Somebody had to see this video. So if this video exists, I'm asking, please send me a link, because I would like to verify. I would like to fact check on this, please. I need some fact checker on any of y'all. Yeah, mommy. Oh, whew. This is back. Mommy was still alive, y'all. Mommy passed away the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, R.I.P. to mommy. Thank you, Tennessee. Thank you so much. I miss her so much. Oh, that touched me. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Y'all miss mommy too. Y'all been here many a morning and mommy was like, let me not imitate too well, because the other two are going to get rowdy. So yeah, shouts out to OG mommy. You guys touch my heart so much. Okay, let's get back into it. The sisses that are in that thread that can attest to this particular video that sis is alleging was uploaded, because I just don't believe this. Because Keisha, can we just also talk about the fact that the helper is so plugged into her thread or wherever the information is now? But she said it was on LSA. Can we talk about how plugged in her quote unquote supporters are? The bone collectors and draggers and even play runners are so plugged in that they are calling at a moment's notice to say, something about anything, how odd that is. Like, even just 6 months later, I'm thinking to myself, this is so weird. How do you know so quick? What do you have, an RSS feed on my damn thread on friggin', like, if you're my friend, you're my real friend, you wouldn't be bringing stuff that drives me crazy to me to drive me crazy. Like, you would be calling me that, you know, the jeans I love are on sale. Why is it that you have someone who calls you a friend run you the shits all the time? Like, the lady allegedly had just been there, and then this helper is calling immediately, texting immediately with some mess. That's crazy to me. Ran to the damn Fulton County magistrate because she felt like somebody was talking about her man running around offering. Yeah, you went to the magistrate's office real quick. You went over there to girl, what was her name? Judge Neal. Yes, Judge Neal. You ran over to Judge Neal and filed some papers, okay? Quick, but 6 months on someone and the angels in the house and all of that. Girl, it's the delayed outrage for me. It's outrage delayed. Services at the damn QT during the All-Star weekend. That's, at the end of the day, that's what she was mad about. She ran over damn to the courthouse and paid her little money to file a civil suit on somebody. And you say there's a video with someone spitting in your bathroom with DNA, and it's been uploaded to a website, and you just now talking about it on Captown Vacation? I don't believe it. I got a call.
The lie detective determined. The lie detective determined.
That was a lie.
The lie detective determined. The lie detective determined.
That was a lie.
Girl, if someone came in my house, I invited Bougie Gang through here, and some weirdo came through and did some stupid shit, and someone texted me in 24 hours about I got the wool pulled over my eyes and somebody was pissing all over my shower or something, I wouldn't have stopped talking about it. Girl, you would have been like, Fran, please get out. Like, you might need to go to counseling. Fran, stop. Fran, you've been talking about this. I would have been my point is, it would have been discussed ASAP. Like, oh my God, this just happened, right? Not a couple, 3 weeks, however many weeks later, I'm on vacation in Africa. Because I think she says on here, this happened on September 26th. She was in Africa in November. That's when she decided to talk about it. This paper was filed with Fulton County on, let me see when it was signed. The initial complaint was clocked in on the 1st of March. Okay. I would have been talking about this every single day. I would have been like, can't stop, won't stop. Guys, can you believe what just happened in my house? They came in through the violator. Girl, there might have been a for sale sign out. Okay. And you are on vacay and think it's a good idea to talk about this now? We've never heard of it. Keisha Carly Russell.
There we go. All right, Keisha Anderson versus Latoya. Thank you, Miss. Is anyone here for Keisha Anderson? Anyone here for Keisha Anderson? Announcement, Miss Anderson announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call. Plaintiff is not here, so I'm going to let you choose. So I'm going to let you choose what that case will be heard on. That case will be heard on. Date and time. date and time. We've got November 17th and November. Last call for Keisha Anderson. 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 Not hearing any announcement. Not Miss Anderson. Announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. Last call. Last call for Keisha Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson.
Girl, she was in Cap Town. She was in Cap
Who
Town because she was
files a
capping
lawsuit?
against somebody and don't show up. What a question. Okay.
Man.
Okay, I feel like we've seen enough. If you want to watch that original video, be my guest. I just dropped it in the chat. I think we've heard enough. Let's pivot. Let's get into the paperwork, guys. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me make sure I've got my. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Okay, guys. We are in the county of Fulton at the moment. You guys know how I do it. I have red penned all of the important information. This is for teaching purposes, guys, because girl, that is what we do here. We teach because some bitches need to know. Okay. This is for criticism because entertainment and teaching purposes, okay? Because we do all of that over here, okay? Some people don't know about these things, okay? So Keisha, Miss Keisha, filed a paper with Fulton County, okay? I just got my official certified copy, okay? And this was clocked in on March 1st of 2024. I redacted the name of the accused because she's innocent and still until proven guilty in a court of law. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, I'm not, you know what I mean? This is more about a reaction to the situation and the video. We don't know, ma'am. We just heard, and I don't even know if this is actually even. So that's my reason. But this is a public document. So if you would like to see this unredacted for yourself, there you go. That's the civil action number, and you can reach out to Fulton County and obtain that on your own. Okay. The petitioner pursuant to hereby files this petition for a temporary protective order, and in support shows the court the following. The petitioner is a resident of Fulton County. The respondent is a resident of Fulton County. Okay. The respondent is a resident of Georgia and the state of Georgia in Fulton County. The petitioner lives in Fulton County. On September 26, 2023, the respondent has knowingly and willfully committed the following acts of stalking under ordinance blah. For the last 3 years, so it says on or about. Me personally, if I were filling out a document like this, I would say exactly what happened on that day. But here we go. For the last 3 years, the respondent has openly admitted to stalking me. On 9/26/23, she and her children came to my home and she recorded her son spitting on my bathroom floors, as well as secretly recording my home and uploading pictures of my personal property to social media. Isn't there hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and photographs and paid promotions, commercials and such on her social media and her YouTube channel? I'm just saying, this is a public figure who happens to be a licensed Georgia real estate agent who was having an open house. From September to November 2023, she contacted my job and admitted her crimes, but begging my broker to fire me. She has since continued stalking me and harassing my daughter's school, making a fake CPS report. What's a fake CPS report? Or how about just a CPS report? And sending pictures of my children to strangers, giving or over the internet. How about that person who had all the pictures of the twins, like in the NICU and stuff like that? Please check all that apply and enter NA if it does not apply. Order respondent to stop harassing and intimidating petitioner and his or her immediate family. Order respondent to have any direct or indirect contact with the petitioner and his or her immediate family. Order respondent to enjoin from approaching 500 yards of petitioner and petitioner's residence. 500 yards. That would be like a whole damn football field. How would someone in 500 yards even know if you're there? That would be like almost like a football field, right? 500 yards. How in the world would someone know that someone 93 pounds is 500 yards away? You could be at two different restaurants. So I'm in a restaurant and I see someone with a large wig, a small stature person with a big wig on, and I'm supposed to go run because I am a restaurant over and down the street. How would I know that? What do they have? X-ray eyes? How do people know? Girl, we don't even have to talk about that. It's the nonsensical for me. So she couldn't type this, girl, ma'am. Okay. Order the respondent to refrain from conduct towards the petitioner as stated in the petition. Order respondent to receive appropriate psychiatric and psychological services. Award the petitioner costs and attorney's fees for having to bring this action. Okay. Then there's the verification. I'm not sure what this. So who is duly sworn states that he or she, the petitioner, is in the above style case and the facts set forth in the foregoing petition for stalking temporary protective order are true and correct. And this is from a Kanisha, looks like Kanisha Kang. And her notary stamp is conveniently somewhat not visible. Okay, here we go. This is her statement. I want to start by saying I do not know this individual in any form or fashion and have no idea why this stalking or harassment is happening, period. The most recent events. Okay, so number one, stalking and harassment are not funny. However, this is a situation where we don't really know what's going on. There's someone who is very hypersensitive and someone who puts out a lot of information and is now concerned and is filing a paper with the courts in March about something that happened 6 months ago, 3 vacations, and all kinds of shenanigans on the internet. The most recent events, so instead of using the person's name, she has contacted, this is kind of hard for me to read. She has contacted my daughter's school 2 times in the last month and to allege false accusations. So allege, that is allegations, whatever. In the last month to allege false accusations against me. The school has now given me permission to bring my children. So you can see the scanner cut off a little bit. My children, permission to bring my children the drop-off time. The school has now given me permission to bring my children the drop-off time to further protect their safety. Maybe the school has given me permission to bring my children the drop-off time to further protect their safety. I'm not correcting anything. I'm just trying to, they are in pre-K. The school told me that they are willing to cooperate and hand over emails, but the court has to subpoena that. So you said that she has contacted the school 2 times in the last month to allege false accusations against me. Didn't she say that she was calling on February 16th? The school contacted the school. Wait, on February 16th, she contacted DCFS with another false report in which DCFS, spoke something the detective I initially filed a police report to keep everything on record. Something job. Oh, something job, coworkers, friends, family have gotten an excessive amount of messages with her sending them inappropriate photos of me. How would someone have inappropriate photos of you? How would someone, if there's inappropriate photos of you, how is this person who does not know you have inappropriate photos of you to send to people you know? Where are these inappropriate photos that are on the internet, the public internet? It says he, but I think it's probably she has texted my business phone and personal phone almost every single day, harassing me, bullying my children. How does she have access to your children? Admitting that she's been stalking me for 3 years and there is nothing I can do about it. She contacted my job on numerous occasions, telling my boss that telling my boss her something, I can't read that. Telling my boss her, maybe, I don't even know. I don't know what that says right here. You can't even see my cursor. And email and admitting to coming to my own something, taking pictures and posting it to her Facebook. My boss told her to remove the photos because it was illegal, and she told them to maybe fire me. She physically came to my home on September 26, 2023 with 2 of her children. I have the videos from my camera. She had her son spit on the floor. I don't know what that word is. Take pictures and videos, and she uploaded them as well as my address to the internet. Wouldn't your address and your home be posted on the internet, since you said that there was a public posting on a real estate site and your own personal real estate site? An excessive amount of people also began contacting me and taunting me about myself and my children. I am a mother of 3 small girls. I am terrified, I'm terrified of this person and what she is plotting to me. I have filed 3 police reports. She's still posting on social media, threatening and contacting people I personally know to further humiliate her, and I do not know her. I just want a protective order put in place ASAP so I can feel a little more peace of mind. Keisha Anderson. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I'm going to just be honest. I'm not an expert at Fulton County, but what I would think is it's the time frames and it's the accusations. I'm going to be honest. Some of these accusations are just, look, you go your way and you go your way. What I'm going to say is both of you leave each other alone. Wasn't that the advice of Judge Neal? You go your way and you go your way, because some of these accusations, an open house is an open house. I mean, I'm not hearing anything about stalking, and I'm not hearing, I would think that if you went and filed 3 police reports after the first police report, wouldn't this have been more appropriate at that time? I don't know. I've been in a situation on this internet that made me pick up the phone and call the police. And then when I came to my senses, now I've never had someone in the vicinity in this situation, right? But this person was states away. And I was like, I'm not going to waste my time. Okay. Cause I'm not going to give my reasoning, but I realized, girl, you're not scared. We ain't never scared. Okay. So that was one thing. That was number one. But I made a phone call, and then when I realized, I was like, and then I just used my smarts, and that was it, and that's all. I'm not gonna, what I mean, we're not here to instruct. Okay. But anyway, this person, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a court expert, but I don't hear a compelling argument about stalking. I've heard Keisha mention stalkers before, but I've also heard other names. And at the end of the day, which one is it? Like, what? I thought it was someone else, and I thought it was someone else, and now it's someone else. Like, who? What? It's strange to me. So you said you're confusion. I'm confusion. I don't know what's really going on, but sis needs to step away from social media in some form or some capacity. I don't know how somebody would have inappropriate pictures of her if they're from the internet that people who are close to you have not seen, because I'm imagining a lot of her people follow her Instagram pages. So what would someone have that someone else doesn't have? Unless maybe it's something from close friends, and you're still collecting paid access on the open World Wide Web. And I think this is going to be a case of you leave her alone and you leave her alone. Now, I think after a judge can say that one time, and then there's a situation that happens again, then maybe you've got someone who doesn't want to follow the recommendation of the judge. If the judge orders you not with a restraining order or TPO, but just says, look, this is my judgment. You two stay away from each other. Because if you can't stay away from each other, then I'm going to have to put something in place. I mean, that's what Judge Neal did. If you guys don't want to keep bothering each other and this, that, and the third, then I'll have to do something else. But right now, this is what it is. So I don't know. No wonder she can't. Girl, no wonder she can't. Who is not selling a house in 2024? There's a couple that I watch. You guys know I've mentioned them many times. Megan and Mike, they may already be gone by now. Megan and Mike moved from Utah to Davidson, North Carolina, which is, if you're in this area, it's right in Iredell County. So right when you cross the bridge over the long bridge into Lake Wiley. Okay. So if you know where Fantasia was talking about, she was enjoying an Airbnb in Mooresville. So after Mooresville, Davidson, or maybe Davidson's before, I'm not sure. Somewhere in that vicinity, up there by the lake, right? And they bought a house, and it was a fixer-upper at best. Mike did some renovations to it. They actually built a new kitchen and a master bedroom. And this was all, I wouldn't say it was DIY. This was a very professional job, but the husband did it himself and some help with family and whatever. They put the house on the market, and it was like the next week they were like, guys, literally, we just got an offer and we're going to contract. Like, we didn't expect to sell our house so quick, especially with the kitchen not even being done. And over, at the price or better than what they wanted. They said they had a lot of offers. And they weren't even showing the house because it was posted as a coming soon. So someone basically put in an offer for it with pictures, came and saw it, and went to contract. And this is a similar market. So what? I don't understand how someone can't sell their house in all these months. Anyway, I think Miss is mad. I think Miss/Sis is mad. I think Sis has other things going on, and it's just a good old fashioned flip of the script, blame shifting, maybe sometimes not enough to do. Okay. I've said this numerous times. This lady is not worth costing yourself money over for a lawyer, or take time off from work, or have to go run down to the courthouse, and even more, have something on your name. Me personally, nah, it's not worth it to me. But we talk about these videos, and and that's it, and that's all. Um, I don't even understand. I really don't. I would focus on handling my business and stop doing things to put yourself in a position to feel like you got something to talk about. And also, when there's people who constantly want to run you a bone about something that you would know nothing about, and you could be living your life, because ignorance is bliss. You hear that phrase like pretty much our whole lives. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is when you don't know what's going on, you are happy, right? And then you got that one person that low key loves to drag a cloud or a rainstorm into your path, loves to piss on your day by dragging you some bad fucking news. Sometimes that's what it is. I'm going to tell you, I made a concerted effort, a diligent, conscious effort to eradicate all of that from my life. I don't even have to tell people to not bring me nonsense. I guess people just know. I don't care. This lady, the next day, somebody is sending her a message. Hey, you don't even know if someone was running a play. That could have just been a play. That could have just been a straight up and down. But now you're trying to say you didn't substantiate 3 years. You don't have dates. You don't have places. You don't have situations. You don't have nothing. But she says she has the ring footage of somebody coming to a house. Do you have ring footage of someone saying, okay, I'm here. Pull up in like about 10 minutes. Bring your bats, belts, and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you hear someone saying something, plotting and planning? Like, maybe she does have that evidence. I'm interested in this case. I'm very much interested in this case. Girl, wait a second. Fran, you seen the basement and the stove? What stove? There's a stove in the basement? Jeremy is turning the basement into an apartment? Is that what you're talking about? Nobody wants a broke down house. Girl, she's mad. Okay. Girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like at this moment we are really caught up because any video coming out today or whenever her last video came out, girl, this was more juicier. I was more interested in, girl, I love a good case. Okay. Let me see something. Girl, she just put up a video 2 hours ago. It got 300 views. Okay. And her video from 4 days ago has almost 9,000. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. Anyway, that's it and that's all. I just wanted to bring you that tea. Um, but yeah. I know Jeremy's posting videos. I think we went over there one day last week. We'll get back. We'll run around holla. But right now, yeah, sis, yeah, I think we're kind of good. And we'll get on to some other things. What time is it? 10:45. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it. Any other questions? I mean, look, she can do whatever she like as far as whatever she decides to do, that's her business. Well, 9,000 views doesn't mean 9,000 people. 9,000 views is 9,000 clicks. And sometimes we'll watch for 5 minutes, come back, turn around. Yeah, 9,000 views is not 9,000 people. 9,000 views is 9,000 clicks. But with 491,000 subscribers, you would think, I mean, that's literally right up under 2%. Like 2% of the subscribers watching you. And keep in mind when you watch people's channels, I don't know what her algorithm says, but keep this in mind as well. There's always going to be a percentage of people that watch you that are not subscribed. Do you know how many channels? I'm sure you guys know this, that there's channels that you watch that you're not subscribed to. Someone in the bushes right now is not subscribed. Okay. Subscribed. But you might think you're subscribed because you watch so much. I'm in your notifications, your notification gang, even though you're not subscriber gang. Okay. So even though 9,000 clicks isn't 9,000, and then 491, yeah, that it could even be 1% of her audience is watching. Meanwhile, the others are drive-bys, happen to fall in, saw a cute thumbnail, you know what I mean? And may or may not be back. Okay. Because YouTube gives you that statistic too. Return viewers or, one-time viewers or people that come back within a certain period of time. Girl, I've never seen the YouTube plaque. Great question. I've never seen it. Oh, you say she doesn't have 9,000 clicks. Well, it says 8,000. Let's see. She doesn't have, oh my God, guys, we might have to come back and watch this video. She's giving her signature, her new signature look. Hold on. We're almost at 2 hours, so we're not going to do it here and now, but girl, it's that new signature look with the glasses.
And yeah, anyways, I'm here. And it's just such a peaceful experience shopping in Target. I don't know.
Ooh. I've never heard her mention, I need a TPO. I feel so unsafe as I'm walking around the city, just meandering. Just meandering. Rita Keisha. Let's see. Yes, those thumbnails have gotten me a few times. Never circle back. Yeah, you might click in and you're like, what in the huh? And it's a 30-second view. There's a difference also between, like, a view is a view, right? So rather a click is a click, right? But keep in mind, like, say some of you guys have been here all 1 hour and 51 minutes. Some people came and left. Girl, some people have checked in 5 times. So just And not everybody, sometimes people don't think about that when you're looking at these numbers. It's the I got busy, I had to come back 5 times, but I watched the whole video. Like today I was watching Peyton's video, right? I started watching it yesterday, but I got into something and I was watching like 20 minutes yesterday. Today I started it from the beginning and I watched the whole 1 hour, right? So that's 2 clicks from me. But what did that equal? Like her video was 1 hour and 8 minutes. That was like an hour. She got 90 minutes of watch time out of me, right? But there's some people who clicked in and they're they got 1 click and it was 90 seconds. Or it could have been 10 clicks because their phone crashed or whatever. You know what I mean? Like all of that gets factored in. But a view is a view, a click is a click. It's the watch time, okay? Because you don't get paid by click. It's the watch time that really calculates your CPM and what you'll end up making. That's the metrics that I look for every day is my watch time, how long people actually watched. And that predicts whether YouTube is going to throw you out into the algorithm. The more people watch, the more they will recommend you. It's not the clicks because people can buy clicks. There's only but so much watch time. I don't even know if you can buy watch time. I don't know if people even sell watchers. But as far as clicks and views, that's not really what gets you a high CPM and gets you referred, gets you recommended. It's the watch time. If any of you channel holders out here, when you look at your analytics, that percentage, your click-through percentage, there's a blurb on there. If you put your cursor over it and read it, that is a very important metrics, and that's really what throws you into the algorithm. People watching. It's the watch time. So just a little information for those of you. When you see people now with these crazy long videos, people posting 10-minute videos, that's fine. But people posting their 1 hour videos, girl, they're going to make sure they're going to get their at least their little 20, 30 minutes out of you. Because an hour video, you going to watch at least 20, 30 minutes. Okay. And some of us loyal to the soil, yeah, we going to watch the whole thing. Right. Because the people that I watch, it's must see. Wait, what did they say? Let me go back. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? It's somebody, even a reaction video, girl, we watched the whole thing, okay? Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. This was fun doing a little flashback today, right? Thank you, Natia. Yes, period, right? This was fun doing a flashback today. We'll get to this video tomorrow, see what we'll see if she's out here scared on these streets. She says she's scared. Girl, she says she needs a temporary restraining order, okay, on today, all right? So we going to see if sis is moving like somebody who is not sure of her surroundings, right? But she says she got that taser and that knife. Okay. Anywho, y'all, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to be over on Real Talk Bougie in like an hour. I need to eat something and but you guys are so amazing. If you're new here and you enjoyed this content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe. Make sure that you have hit that like button for me. Okay. Hit the like button, subscribe. Oh, you guys did nice on the likes. Look at that. 210 likes. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Won't he do it? Okay. Won't Bougie Gang do it? Yes, they will. Guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. We've got so much to talk about over on Real Talk Bougie. I will see you guys a little bit later. Have a wonderful day. And that's it. That's all. We will react to this other video. We still need to get caught up with Janine. I heard Janine is out here doing the absolute most. But we know what would a Janine video be without doing the most? So we'll get caught up and get into it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.
Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your stuffs. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under the flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink leave us a mess. Down on my drawers, that is so new.